All right, ladies, welcome to our Talk About It Tuesday chat with our guest speaker, Andrea Arsenault, and she's going to talk to us on relationships and networking and how that's going to help your business. And don't forget to schedule this in on your phones every week Tuesday night, and we have 5 speakers every week. We'll be changing it up based on our strengths, and feel free to spread the word, bring your friends, tag someone in your team pages right beforehand, and we'll see this group grow and grow. We have more and more ideas. So don't forget that you can type in the chat box while Andrea is talking. You can ask her any questions, and I'll relay them to her at the end. And take it away, Andrea.
Hi, ladies. So it's me, Andrea Arsenault. Hello, Executive Director with 31 Gifts, and I'm in Massachusetts, so I do have a Boston accent, and I am the #1 consultant in Massachusetts. So I am gonna toot my own horn because I am proud of that. I worked very hard. As some of you know or don't you know, I was a kit snatcher, okay? I had no intentions of ever selling. The only thing I've ever sold was Girl Scout cookies for my girls because I was the Girl Scout leader. So anyway, God had an unbelievable plan for me, and here I am. I get to be the speaker tonight, and I feel so blessed and honored. And just so you'll know, you girls are with a whole bunch of rock stars, and you are rock stars yourself. So I can't wait to get started. And what I'm going to focus on tonight, when Rachel asked me, okay, what's the topic going to be? I'm going to speak on strengths, relationship building, and networking. Because I think that it's really important to focus on your strengths, because that's what your strength. First of all, I kind of need to share that when I speak from my heart, and I'm kind of sometimes all over the place. And then if you listen to me once before, I promise I'll try to stay focused. But there's so many things that I want to share with you that I only have so much time, and we respect your time. So, okay. So when I first started, I'm not a social media person. I'm a people person. I have so much love inside me. I want to relationship build. I want to meet people and talk to people. And when you believe in something, it's so easy to just share. So I definitely drank the Kool-Aid from 31. I am in my big pink bubble, and leave me alone. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm happy. I could do this all the time. It's something that I enjoy. Like my husband would be like, "You're still doing 31?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm coming up with new ideas, and I'm meeting new people, and I'm helping others." So it's so exciting. So one year, I think I was number 12 in the entire company. Okay. I worked full time. I have 3 kids, and they're like, "You sold like $82,000. And how did you do it?" I'm like, I just kind of talked about it. And they're like, "Yeah, but you must be all over Facebook, and you must be in all the social media." I'm like, "Actually, I don't do Facebook." And they're like, "What?" They're like, "Hannah Montana say what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no." I'm like, and they're like, "Well, what is your secret?" I'm like, I call people, I talk to people. I treat it like I'm the customer, and I want to help people get the best deal. I want them to get all the hostess rewards. So I follow my strengths. And there's actually a book out there, which it's called Strength Finder 2.0, and it's by Tom Rath. And I'm telling you, ladies, it's just really good because, if I focused all the time on things that I struggle in, I wouldn't be here today. And I think that's really important because we all have our strengths and weaknesses. And for an example, today, when we had our accountability group, I shared, I'm like, ladies, I'm not really good on Facebook parties, and that's my weakness. So maybe can you guys try to help me? But I'm ready to learn new things because I think it's important that we have to challenge ourselves, because if something is too comfortable, then that's not how we're going to learn. And through this journey with 31, I've challenged myself a lot because, yes, I focused on my strengths, but I did kind of persevere through my weaknesses. Like I learned how to copy and paste. I learned how to send attachments. And again, I'm a top performer in the company, but I didn't let that stop me. I kind of did what I was comfortable with, and I persevered through it. So, but by challenging myself through my weaknesses, I built confidence in myself. I don't think that I could have maybe went live on Facebook, or I don't think I could have done things if I didn't challenge myself through it. So anyway, that's kind of about the strengths in your business. Relationship building, ladies, that's what it's all about. We're all in the ship together. And you kind of want to leave your legacy of life of how you are building relationships with people. But this is a relationship party business company. And how do I build relationships? I trust, honesty, getting to know them personally and authentically. And I printed out a few quotes, which I kind of would love to share. It says, a strong relationship starts with two brave people who are ready to sacrifice anything for one another. And I know that sounds like kind of like personal, like a loved one, but it's true. You kind of, the more you get to know somebody, the more you open up to them, and it has a foundation. Or this one I liked. A relationship is not based on the length of time you've spent together. It is based on the foundation you've built together. And again, building relationships from the bottom up. When I do vendor events, I look for contacts. I look for starting relationships, because I don't know where that could lead me into my business. It could mean tomorrow they want to book a party, or it could mean 2 years from now that they had my contact information, and I plugged away and I put them in my contact list, and they received an email. Or maybe I found them on Facebook and I send them, a quick message. They came up in my news feed. The relationships that you form are going to be huge in your business. So again, when I'm doing a vendor fair, a fundraiser, anything, a party, I kind of want them to know me personally and authentically, and I want to form that friendship, that relationship. I want them to notice me. I want to notice them. And I just pulled out, see this is a box. In here is hundreds and hundreds of door prize slips, contact slips, people that I've met in the last just few years. And I put them in my contacts, and maybe I'll go through them. Hey, do you remember me? I know it sounds like a lot of work, but in the end, it's that I don't know, that I think that's like the pipeline into your business of how it just keeps happening, because consistency is the key. Another thing I have here is a binder. I'm a binder girl, and it's business cards. Okay, more in this side. And I got this at Staples, and people I meet through networking, I put in here. I will reach out to them. I will call them. I know that Rachel is into networking, and I think that that's too how people can refer you to other people. It's kind of like you work together. So let me kind of jump forward with that networking. When in your area, you might have like Chamber of Commerce's, you might have like BMI, which is like all networking. You don't have to be members. You can go to different places and be a non-member and just pay the non-member fee. But it's a great way to make connections. It's a great way to step outside of your comfort zone and meet new people. There's so many ways. Like they have it's like one of them I went to was like kind of weird. It was like a dating hotline where like you went from table to table to table and you exchanged contact information. And it was really nice because you find out how you can help them in their business, and you find out how you can help them in your business. It's like you reciprocate, but don't just end it there. You follow up with them, and you let them know that it was a pleasure meeting them. You maybe send them an email, give them the link to your website or maybe your Facebook group. Again, right before I got on this call, I actually got a brand new recruit. I don't even know if she's on here. I invited her last minute, and I'm going to share this story with you. I went to conference. Now here I go jumping around, ladies, so get ready. I went to conference a few years ago all by myself. I had no idea. I met my roommates in the airport that I was going to stay in the room with, and that the first day I was kind of solo all by myself. And when you go to a conference, 31 Sisters, they just take you underneath your wing, even if you didn't know them. So I met these ladies, had no idea who they were. I met them on the bus to conference from the hotel, and I got really friendly with them. And they seen that I was by myself. They took me underneath their wing, and that following night, we had nothing to do. We went and played bingo. Like, I formed a friendship with them in a relationship. They live in a whole different state, I think, than, of course, I do. But we always kind of stayed in touch here and there. And make a long story short, the girl that just signed up was a past consultant, and she had stopped her business for a few years, and she's seen that I was still doing 31, and she just signed up under me. That to me is huge, and that's what you call relationship building. Like, she still had my information. She still found me. And again, you just never know what the road leads to. Another situation, I had a lady call me last week. She met me 4 years ago at a vendor event, and she was wondering if I was still doing 31 because she was putting together another vendor event. So if you stay active, if you be consistent, if you treat people the way you want to be treated, if you just kind of have just be yourself, be genuine, be that happy-go-lucky person. So many people in life are going through so much, and if we can just help others and network and build relationships and follow your strengths, it can come up. It can be so much, and you have no idea what that can lead to. Okay, I want to share with you a few other things. So there's ways of learning people's personalities. And the other day I took a class. It was like a webinar, and it was about what people wear for clothes and how they kind of get if they're an outgoing person, if they're a quiet person, if they're a party person. And there's actually 200 ways of learning personalities. Well, this one is the one I kind of have, and I always printed, was red personality, blue personality, green personality, yellow personality. And you just never know what kind of person that is until you get to know them authentically. So if I'm a party people person, I need to know if I'm going to be with somebody that maybe is more straightforward, that is like a binder girl, and I need to know how to work my personality around her. So that's kind of where I'm going as far as relationship building. When you meet people, you kind of have to you have to be like a chameleon, and you have to wear their color. So, because sometimes, like, my husband would be like, Andrea, calm down. That's not that type of person. So you have to kind of go with them. And I think that's really important to know when you're starting out in a business. You have to form to them more so them forming to you. You have to work around it. Again, remember, we always have 2 ears and 1 mouth because we have to listen more. And it's hard because a lot of people like to talk about themselves. I love to talk, but I think through this, I always have to remember that, Andrea, listen, don't do all the talking. And I'm kind of, the reason why I have so many hats is this hat and then this hat. I mean, I have a bucket full of hats over here. And the reason why I have hats is that's how people are. Everybody is different in the world, and we have to treat people the way they are and the way we are, but we all have to kind of come together and just find that comfortable fit that we have to wear. So I'm in my business with strengths, relationship building, networking. You have to put time and you have to put work into it. You have to educate yourself and you have to find what's good for you. If you notice, I don't have any notes. I speak from my heart. You know, the girls asked me today, Andrea, how are you going to do tonight? I'm like, I'm going to be good because first of all, I'm going to let God work through me. Like I said a prayer before I came on. I'm like, okay, God, I'm your vessel, and whatever I can pour into these women to help them grow and work their business, that I knew I'm doing my job as a leader. And through this, I educate myself all the time, okay? So books I read, this one, Rock Your Networking Marketing Business. It's as fast, this could take me like 3 months, okay? So I have to, no lie, because I read very slow and I like to read a whole bunch of books at once. So I read small little books. If I don't like to read small little books, I read books on audio, okay? John Maxwell, he's phenomenal. You can get books at the library. You can get them on Amazon. Get used books. They're like a penny. You know, don't spend a lot of money. Use your resources. But anyway, he's really good. By the way, is everybody okay? Am I talking too fast? Rachel, we doing good? Okay. Woohoo! Crazy Andrea's at it. And I didn't have anything to drink either. I have seltzer water. Okay, so I'm okay. Books, Be a Direct Selling Superstar. Ladies, you need to educate yourself. TOT is full of knowledge. There's all kinds of help from all the leaders and all the Facebook groups, but follow your strengths and what works for you. A Party Plan Superstar, you know, another one. Yes, Courtney, I see Courtney typing up some things. We share our books. So we kind of feed off of each other. Selling It Softly. She was actually a speaker at conference. So when you go to those conferences, we're not going there to teach us how to book, sell, recruit. We're going there to grow, to learn how to make ourselves better in our business. So if you guys didn't register for conference yet, because we didn't have it yet, but if you're planning on it, start thinking about it. See, Rachel, I'm jumping around. Now I'm talking about conference. All right. The compound effect. Jumpstart your income, your life, your success. I don't know, Darren Hardy, he's great too. I mean, I have so many books that I'm always trying new things because I like to grow my brain and I like to learn. I mean, we're only here one time. We might as well make the most of it. And remember, we all start on this $99 kit. It's up to us on what we're gonna put into it and what we're gonna make of it. You have the potential and you can do it. And don't let nobody stop you. Focus on your strengths, what works for you, and persevere through that. Yes, challenge yourself through your your weaknesses and feed off of that person, but just don't let that stop you from doing anything. And relationship builds. Get to know people. Let them get to know you, who you are personally. When people sign up with me, I send them a video of who I am, because sometimes, like I told my husband, I want to invent this. You go to a job and you have a resume. Everything is on paper, which I think it's great. You know, it shows your credentials and this and that. But let's make a business where we can do live resume building with people. So I would just make a video and send it to that person, because it would take me probably a year to write a resume because I don't even know where to start to get dates and this and that. But put me in front of a camera and I feel like I could shine that way because I want them to get to know me authentically and personally. All right, so building relationship building with your consultants, with your hostesses, with your future potential clients, and just network and get yourself out there. There's so many different things that you can get involved in. There's called meetups, there's book clubs, there's mom groups. Just search it and attend one of those meetings, or just hand out your business cards, or just talk to them, meet for coffee. How can I help you? I just did a training before I came tonight, and I talked to her to get in touch with realtors and make a I said make a pillow and then send it to a realtor and say, oh, this would be a great closing gift when you close on a house. So that was just kind of I'm just throwing that out there, but that was our conversation because she's like, how am I going to meet people? I'm like, I have another way of meeting people. She works in a doctor's office and she works in a hospital. So if you're going down the corridor, there's like offices all around the sides. I'm like, go to the store tonight, make a whole bunch of cookies, wrap them up, put some door prize slips and some mini catalogs. Tomorrow morning, drop off like 10 batches of cookies of all these doctor's offices, and then pick up the door prize slips on Friday and then do a main raffle. Like, she's like, oh my gosh, that's a great idea. I'm like, I know, because I'm like a genius. I'm just kidding. All right. So I think I'm just looking at the clock. I respect your time. I want to answer any questions you have. And please use me, ladies, because I want to be here to help you. We all are. You have some great leaders, and we all have our strengths and weaknesses. So if we can help one another grow our business, like, we're going to shine. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to shine. We're going to sparkle on everybody that we meet, because we are virtuous women and we are 31 sisters in this together, because we are better together.
I love it. Andrea, literally my face is hurting from smiling so much. Like, the entire time, like, I could not stop smiling. I took a whole bunch of notes and I am so excited. You are on fire. It's no wonder that you're #1 in the state of Massachusetts, and it's no wonder that you were number 12 in the entire company at one point, and you will be there again. I know that for sure. We're going to get you on the Facebook track.
Yes, we are.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And I do network a lot too. And I have a binder similar to yours for my business cards, but I tape them in a composition book just because it was $1 and it was cute. So again, all about, using within your resources. But go to those, change your seat. Even, you were talking about networking events. Even sporting events, if you have children, if you sign them up for soccer or softball or hockey or whatever, just change your seat and talk to those moms. That's a form of networking too. Use, again, your resources. If your kids are 2 and 3, right, Courtney, then network at daycare. Ask the moms if they want to go out to coffee after you drop off the kids. Okay, ladies, questions. Questions for Andrea. Now, Andrea, you do like 100% home parties pretty much, right? And
yeah, I love home parties. I'm not going to lie. Like, it took me the other day to 3 hours just to set up a Facebook party. I was like, oh, I hate this. But I know that that's where people like it, and I do it for my customers. But I'd rather just put myself in front of a whole bunch of women and just talk and shine and drink wine and coffee and eat. And, I get paid to eat cookies and brownies. Like, that's like the best job in the world.
Courtney asked, what's the best book you recommend?
Oh my gosh. Well, I love John Maxwell. I think John Maxwell is excellent, and I would definitely recommend him. Any books, any audio. He's really definitely sums it up, and that's actually on my bucket list, is to do the John Maxwell training and be a life coach.
Cool. That's awesome. Darren Hardy's Darren Daily. I get his email every single morning, and it's just a tidbit, like a 3-minute video of inspiration every single morning. And another networker, another direct salesperson recommended that to me. And it was really so good, really good.
You know, there was something that I wanted to share. And so for the 6 years that I've been into direct sales and with 31, there's 2 things that I found are the secret into my business, and is relationship building, number 1, because that's huge. It's not going to matter in life how much money I had in the bank. It's not going to matter what kind of car I drove. It's going to be the relationships that I developed between people. Okay. The second is feeling appreciated, being acknowledged, and being noticed. We do so much as virtuous women for our families, for our church, for our schools, for our husbands, for our job. But sometimes it's just being nice to be recognized, and it could be a simple word as, wow, honey, the house looks really clean today, or wow, you look like you lost some weight, or hey, great job, I seen that you booked a party. Little things go such a long way, and it seems so nice to be appreciated. And appreciate everybody you know. The little things can multiply. It makes people work harder because you feel, again, recognized and appreciated. And I think that was actually, somebody said that today on the call that we had, about 90% of 90% of problems, believe it or not, are based on appreciation, like people just not feeling accepted or anything. I think Jen had shared that. But anyway, I appreciate all of you. I know Lori and Carrie and Rachel and Jen appreciate all of you, because you guys are here tonight on this call. You are giving up time away from your family, and you're investing in your business. Like, kudos to you guys. Like, woohoo! You guys deserve a big fat, like, this, or wait, hold on. Yes, I'm like a kid, but that's life.
So what questions do you guys have for Andrea about networking, relationship building, books, inspiration? Maybe a challenge in one of those areas that you'd like a suggestion in? There are lots of online ways to network as well. When I first started, my kids were 1 and 3 years old, and let me tell you, meetup.com groups and BNIs were not in my vocabulary. And I went online, and you can do online searches on Facebook. There's so many groups for our businesses. So you can share businesses, you can share tips, you can share ideas. And I just searched on Facebook and Google and added myself to a few local ones. I tried to stay local in case I wanted to meet up with them. And that actually resulted in me developing my own networking group because, again, my kids were tiny. So if I was going to do a face-to-face one, it had to be in my time and my kids' timing. Rhonda's in a few Facebook online networking business groups. Yeah. Anyone else? Do you guys network right now in some way? Comment in the chat box.
Oh, I have something I want to share. Networking could be like, let's say you have a group of ladies that one does, say, Pampered Chef, one does Scentsy, one does LuLaRoe, one does, I don't know, and you're doing 31. That's your networking group, right? You are all, so now you help the Pampered Chef lady, she helps you. So when somebody comes up to her and says, I'm looking for a 31, well, she can give out your name, and you can give out her name, and you can have multiple groups, because I know me personally, I help out all of them because I'm friends with them all. I don't want, and so I kind of like to share the wealth. So if you kind of have like your little group of networking, they're all going to represent you and talk to you and refer you to that next one. So that's could be part of it too. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Courtney's the administrative VP of a local mom club. Tons of networking. Yeah, mom club. Way to go, Courtney. That tops the list for sure. Deanna said she is in one with a local DS group, direct sales group.
That's awesome. That's great.
You guys are quiet tonight. Comment, give us some questions. Let's make Andrea do some hard work.
Remember, no question is stupid. That's how you learn. And maybe somebody's thinking it, but the other one is afraid to say it. So we're all, this is a very open group. No, I'm not a judge person, and that's one thing you learn is don't judge. Everybody's got a story, and everybody's going through something, and we're all learning together. So, yeah, share questions. I'm sorry if I have a lot of energy and I'm all over the place and I'm hyper, but I just love you guys for being on, and I just want to help you.
Why don't you tell them quickly about how you're doing your, I don't want to call it community service. I mean, it kind of is, but with the women's group that you go and visit and teach, because that's a form of networking and absolutely relationship building. And it's a way to be back in the community.
What I do is I go into Hope, which is it teaches women life. It's a group of women that are learning life skills that are in between jobs, searching for, educating themselves. And what I do is I go in and I speak about goal setting and helping them find their path, their strengths, their journey. And what I'll do is in the middle, I'll have them all put like what they want to achieve is I'll make a big flower in the middle, and I'll have them put in, what they want to go after. If somebody wants to be a medical secretary or different goals, and their petal is their vision, their plan, and how they're going to achieve that. But once they achieve that, what would they like to see happen? They would like to see, extra money to be bringing into their family, or maybe, a car payment, whatever it is. It's kind of like us having our why. So I teach women about goal setting, vision, having a plan, but it just fills my cup because it's all about helping them apply their skills to their strengths. And it's very rewarding. And through that, I've met girls that booked parties. I actually had girls sign up as consultants, and they walk out of there with they're the CEO of their 31 business. So you just never know when you're going into places and what you're doing. And again, it's about helping others applying their strengths and weaknesses and their goals and this and that. But can I just share with you something that booked me 3 parties on Sunday night?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to church. I do a Bible study on Thursdays, and I was talking to my pastor about, something that I've been praying for, and I don't see anything happening. He goes, well, maybe you need to change up your prayer. And I go, what do you mean? He goes, well, think about it, Andrea. You're a business owner, and let's say you were having trouble getting sales or booking parties. Wouldn't you change things up? And I'm like, yeah, I would. So now I'm praying a different way. So anyway, Sunday morning, I'm like, I'm having a hard time getting parties. I think I need to change it up a little bit. Well, anyway, I don't know if you can see this, I made 31 pong, right? Can you see that?
Yeah.
And everybody likes to play beer pong. So I'm like, hey, 31 pong. So on it, it says book a party and play 31 pong. And I got pink balls, and they have to bounce it and try to get it in. And so anyways, I did a vendor event on Sunday night, and I got 3 parties just because of this. So what I did is I took just like covers and I kind of just taped them together. I took cups and I have a cup inside of a cup. So let's say if they book this, it says free key fob, $5 value, 10% off any product, and $5 off a $35 purchase. But what I can do is if the next person played, she kind of already knows, well, now I'm gonna move the cups around so they kind of go in different areas, so she doesn't know where that let's say $5 off went to. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. It's different. It cost me, I don't even know, I think $5 maybe to make and do. So that was an investment in my business, but it's definitely worth it because it will pay off in the long run.
That's an awesome idea. It's funny. It's cute. It's, we're in the party business,
Yeah. And my table was simple. It was the $99 kit and it was the beer pong. And here they are. They've got all these people, and guess who was all around my table? Because they were all playing 31 pong. And I was talking to them all, getting to know them. I was having them fill out a door prize slip. So I watched. I was the only one there that had door prize slips. That is so important too. I'm telling you, I have these little clipboards. I have them fill out the door prize slips that we get on TOT. And now it's 24 to 48 hours. Make sure you follow up with everybody. Call them, text them, email them. Take a picture of the door prize slip and send it to them as a text message and say, I'm just following up with you from the door prize slip that you filled out. Because then sometimes you don't feel like you're cold calling them, or if you're kind of stepping out of your comfort zone to try new things and you have to build yourself up, try that. Again, work your way into that. It's going to come with confidence.
Awesome. Does anyone have a last question for Andrea? Deb, Joy, Rhonda, Janelle?
Thanks for being on.
Andrea, thank you so much. I just love hearing from you. I could listen to you all day and all night long, and I cannot wait for conference, and I cannot wait for the cruise, and so I can just let you talk to me the whole time. As long as you buy me a drink now. No, I'm just kidding.
I can do that. Because we have
I think you're going to have to bring your 31 pong to conference. So
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Fun.
That would be so much fun, Rhonda.
Yes, that would be awesome. But I love that you talked about the strengths and relationship building and appreciation for them, truly. And you are real and you are genuine, and it's no wonder that you have such success. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us tonight. This call will be recorded, and bring all your friends next time. Send them all a message, text them, Facebook message them, tag them, and thank you guys so much. Andrea, thank you so much.
Okay, love
Thanks,
you.
Andrea.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Peace.